Hello students, we are going to continue the chapter with the topic sewage treatment or wastewater treatment plant. There are different industries which are set up to treat the wastewater so that there should not be any harm to the environment. Like this, there is a industry which is known as the wastewater treatment plant. So how this treatment takes place, there are various processes. Okay, then we will study through the different steps. Number one is that the process of removing impurities from wastewater before it can be reused or sent to the waterways is called sewage treatment and cleaning of water. So before studying the steps, we should know actually what is sewage treatment. In sewage treatment, what is happening? The impurities are being removed from the wastewater. So first step is being some iron bars are used for stopping the large and big solid particles so that they can be separated from the wastewater and the liquid wastewater can be passed out forward. Second, water then goes to a grit and sand removal tank. The speed of the incoming wastewater is decreased to allow sand, grit and pebbles to settle down. What is the second step? The water then is transferred to the grit and sand removal tank so that the sand and pebbles can be settled down because the speed of the water also becomes slow. The water is then allowed to settle in a large tank which is sloped towards the middle. Solids like feces settle at the bottom and are removed with the scraper. This is the sludge. The water in which the which does not contains the impurities, or we can say the water which does not consist of sand and pebbles, it only consists of oils and grease or feces, now is termed as sludge. A skimmer removes the floatable solids like oil and grease. Water so clear is called clarified water. Now water is again, or we can say the sludge is being more clear than it is known as the clarified water. The sludge is transferred to a separate tank where it is decomposed by the anaerobic bacteria. The biogas produced in the process can be used as fuel or can be used to produce electricity. After that step, the sludge is being transferred into the separate tank where anaerobic bacteria are present. What these anaerobic bacteria do? They decompose the sludge without the presence of oxygen and produce biogas. This biogas can be used as a fuel to produce electricity. Air is pumped into the clarified water to help aerobic bacteria grow. Bacteria consume human waste, food waste, soaps and other unwanted matter still remaining in clarified water. After several hours, the suspended microbes settle at the bottom of the tank as activated sludge. The water is then removed from the top. Sewage treatment again. The activated sludge is about 97% of water. The water is removed by sand, drying vats or machines. Dried sludge is used as a manure, returning organic matter and nutrients to the soil. So after these many steps, the dried sludge is being used as a manure, as a organic matter for the soil. The treated waste has a very low level of organic material and suspended matter. It is discharged into a sea, a river, into the ground. Now this water which has been treated can be disposed of into the water bodies. Nature cleans it up further. Sometimes it may be necessary to disinfect water with chemicals like chlorine and ozone before releasing it into the distribution of system. Now this water is also being cleared with the help of chemicals like chlorine and ozone before disposing of into the water. Better housekeeping practices. Cooking oil and fat should not be thrown down the drain. They can harden and block the pipes. In an open drain, the fats clog the soil pores, reducing its effectiveness in filtering water. Throw oil and fats in the dustbin. So here are some of the better housekeeping practices which involves our responsibility to keep our surroundings clean and hygienic. Like we should not throw everything in open drains. We should throw the solid waste into the dustbin. Chemicals like paint, solvents, insecticides, motor oil, medicines may kill microbes that help purify water. So do not throw them down down the drains. So many chemicals like paint, solvents, insecticides, etc. should not be thrown directly into the drains because they kill the microbes which are useful for decomposing the waste. Used tea leaves, solid food remains, soft toys, cotton, sanitary towels, etc. should also be thrown into the dustbin. These waste choke the drains. They do not allow free flow of oxygen. This hampers the degradation process. The solid impurities like used tea leaves, solid food remains that should not be thrown into the drains directly. These can be thrown into the dustbin because these can choke the drain, which will not allow the flotation of oxygen. Second topic, sanitation. Poor sanitation and contaminated drinking water is the cause of large number of disease. If our surroundings are unhygienic or if we are not drinking a pure water, what will happen? Lot of disease will take place in our body because they will react in our body and act fastly because our immune system will get weakened. A very large fraction of our people defecates in an open and dry river beds, on railway tracks, near fields, and many are timed directly in water. It may cause water pollution and soil pollution. Both the surface water and groundwater gets polluted. As you all know, in India, in a backward areas, what do? People defecate in an open, which indirectly pollutes the land also and water also, which can cause a health hazards. To improve sanitation, low cost on site sewage disposal systems are being encouraged. Examples are septic tanks, chemical toilets, composting pits. So, nowadays, to improve the sanitation processes, low cost of on site sewage disposal systems are being used, like building of septic tanks, chemical toilets, and composting pits. Sanitation at public places. We should not be only responsible for our individual health, we should also be responsible for the public places. In railway station, bus depots, airports, hospitals, large amount of waste is generated here. It must be disposed of properly, otherwise epidemic could break out. We should also take care of our public places. If we will not take care of our public places, what can happen? The epidemic can break out. We should not scatter litter anywhere. If there is no dustbin inside, we should carry the litter home and throw it in the dustbin. And we should not litter waste here and there. We should just put it in a dustbin. If dustbins are not there in the public places, we should carry it to the home and throw it in dustbin.